Hey everyone, welcome back to the Generative AI and Machine Learning series for Oracle Cloud. So this is your typical Oracle receivables managed transaction screen. Okay, so you have all the AR invoices listed here. Let's say we import the information related to the invoices. Okay, and it looks something like this. It has the customer, the product, the invoice number, the invoice date, and the invoice amount. All this can be obtained from the AR invoice, right? So customer, let me open one of them. Okay, so you know who the customer is. You click here, you get the customer details. Okay, that's the customer. The product, whatever the product has been purchased, that will be at the line level. So instead of the item here, there is a description, but if there is an item used, it will be here. Product. Invoice number already. You know all that. This is the invoice number, transaction number. Invoice date, definitely the date of the invoice, the transaction date. Okay, and the invoice amount. Whatever the invoice amount is, which is this. Okay, so we can write a query or you can get a dump from Oracle and we export something like this. So in this scenario, this is all fabricated data. You see, there is customers all the way from customer 001 till customer 1000. Product also from product 001 till product, I think, product 100. So 1000 customers, products are 100. And if you check the invoice number is not of much significance, just a number. But if you check the date, it's all the way from 2019 till uh, from January to September in 2019. Okay, and then there is the invoice amount. Okay, so today what we are trying to do is we are going to build, or rather, I've already built. I'm going to demonstrate something known as a sales forecasting. So you have information till September of 2024. But what if the team wants to understand based on the past historical data? How am I going to generate sales revenue for the forecast of the particular item? Let's take any item from this list. Okay. So that's what we are going to see today. So I'll go to my pie chart. Okay. Let me go to my pie chart. So I go to my folder where the code is, and I'm going to run a project uh, called project product sales forecasting. Okay. So that's basically product sales forecasting, and this is the code which I'm going to run. So this time I have used something known as linear regression. It falls under the sklearn package, which is a machine learning algorithm. Okay, so I've used that for this code. Okay, this is the code for that. I don't want to get into the details of the code yet, but this is how the code is written, and I've tested it multiple times. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so in the same PyCharm, I go to the instance, I run, and then this is the command. I'm just running it. Now look what happens. So it gives me an option. Title is product sales prediction. It gives me an option to drag and drop the file. And this in this program, I'm using Excel file, but we can expand it to CSV files also. And if you are interested in seeing unstructured data, we can also see such initiatives in things like PDF and emails and things like that. We can see all that in the future. Okay. So for now, I'm going to browse this, and this is the same file which I'm going to load. I'm going to close this here because it expects the file in this specific format. Okay, I'm going to load it. Once it says it's loading the data. Okay, let it load it. We'll wait for it to load. And here, if you see, the program is running. Okay. So now by default, it selects the first product. Okay, product 001, because that's how I've coded it. And it shows me the past 6 months revenue and the projected future 6 months revenue. So this is the past revenue based on the invoice. Okay, invoice amount of the particular product for this product. So if you see if March, it's been this much around less than. So this is the trend for that. And it's projecting future as an upward trend for this item. Okay. But and the same future projection information, you can scroll down and you can actually see the tabular information. So this says table of past 6 months revenue and predicted revenue for the next 6 months. So if you look at the past 6 months revenue, let's take uh, March 31st as an example. Let's go back to our data file. Okay. Uh, let's do some filtering. So we have selected product 001, right? And then invoice is for March 2024, right? So that's the invoice. Now let's go back to our application. So it says 31st March. It's basically taking the end of the day, end of the month, sorry. So it says 31st March, the total number of invoices, and these are actuals, $39,344. Okay, so if I go and total this invoice sum, you see it's $39,344. Let's check for April also. Let's go here, we'll remove March and come to April. Okay. And if we go down, you'll see it's $36,808. So if you go to the applications, it's $36,808. Okay. So it's basically showing me the revenue. This is a simple, this is just based on the past data. For this product, how much was the revenue? Okay. For the past 6 months. But then it does a projection. So I have data till 30th of September. Okay. From October, November, December, January, February, March. For the next 6 months, it does a projection. Now this projection is done by the regression program, regression algorithm. Okay. So it uses multiple parameters to calculate that. And that is beyond the scope of this discussion because we'll have to get too technical in this. But this is the kind of things which can be used by businesses to project the forecast. And it's always projection. It can be near, it can go far, but uh, better algorithms are the one, the better codes are the one which kind of stick together, and they can also be tested in the sense. Sometimes what they do is they build a projection and then they use some sample data to see whether, I mean, of a real projection for the next 6 months, and they see if it matches with that projection. Okay. So that's how these programs are tested. But this is just one way. And I have the option, like if I go and select a different product, let's say product number six. So you'll see the trend is changing, right? There are some products I've noticed the trend goes down. See, the trend is going down. And all this is calculated based on the previous data, how the trend has performed in the previous data for all these five years. Okay. So I've not used any real customer, but on real customer and real product, but I just wanted to share the idea. Now there is one more additional thing in the bottom. I want to see the top 10 customers for a given product, which I mean is if I go to product number one again, okay, and I select top 10 customers, it'll also show me that, who are the top 10 customers who have contributed to the revenue of that particular item. Okay. Because people want to know, right? Like the companies want to know if I'm selling a product, who are the key customers who are interested in buying my product. So accordingly, they will set up rebates and things like that. So in my future sessions, right, I'm planning to do something on rebates, what kind of discounts and what kind of rebates we can offer the customers. So I'm thinking of doing something in that direction. Okay. But I just wanted to show this quick forecasting. Okay. So I hope you like this, and I hope you listen to these kind of videos, and we'll come back to the other algorithms in the next couple of sessions. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.